This story's called There's a Crocodile Under My Bed, and it's written by Ingrid and Schubert. It looks like that crocodile quite likes doing a lot of dancing and things. Time for bed, Peggy, says Dad. Mum and Dad are going out, so there's no time for a story tonight. Peggy skips along the corridor to her room, opens the door, and oh, there is a crocodile hiding under her bed, his eyes shining yellow in the dark. I can't go to sleep, Peggy yells to her parents. There's a crocodile under my bed. Oh, Peggy, sighs Mum. We haven't got time for games now. Show me, says Dad. He switches on the light in her room and they look under the bed. No crocodile, says Dad. Just shoes and toys and a lot of old rubbish. Now go to sleep, Peggy. Grandma's here, but don't call her unless you have to. He tucks her in, turns out the light and leaves the room. Peggy hears someone giggling. She looks under the bed, no one there. And no one behind the curtains. Up here! A huge crocodile is grinning at Peggy from the top of the wardrobe. I'm Henry, he says, jumping down. Peggy says nothing. She just clutches her bear and stares round-eyed. You're not scared, are you? Says Henry. I'm very friendly. He begins to shrink, getting smaller and smaller until he could fit into Peggy's shoe. Do you like me better this size? He asks. Peggy thinks for a minute, then smiles at him. I prefer you big, she says, so we can play with each other. In a few seconds, Henry is his normal size again. What shall we play first? Asks Peggy. But Henry is covered with dust from the top of the wardrobe. I'd like to wash first, he says, so Peggy runs a bath with lots of Mum's bubble bath. And Henry jumps in. Come and join me, he cries. It's lovely and warm. Peggy is a sea monster, threatening the boats and tipping the dolls in the water. Henry rescues them with his tail, swishing them over the side to safety. The water is getting cold. Peggy shows Henry how long she can hold her breath under the water, and then they dry themselves and go downstairs. Let's have some music, says Henry. I'll teach you the Crocodile Rock. Peggy turns on the radio and away they go. The Crocodile Rock is great. They dance until they have no breath left. You're the best crocodile dancer ever, says Peggy, panting. Now what shall we do, asks Peggy. Let's make a crocodile, says Henry, a tiny one. We need 2 egg boxes, says Henry, one bigger than the other. If possible, we need green paint and red paint and paint brushes. We need white paper and scissors and glue and a piece of string. They glue the big egg box so it stays shut, and that makes the body. They paint the small egg box red inside and stick in sharp pointy teeth cut out of white paper. That makes the head. They fix a paper tail to one end of the body and tie the head to the other. Then they paint the crocodile green outside with 2 fierce eyes. He looks much more frightening than you, Henry, giggles Peggy. Peggy is beginning to yawn, so Henry carries her to bed. I'll tell you a story, he says, about me when I was little. I lived in the land of crocodiles, which is sunny and beautiful and far away. Many animals lived there, elephants and ostriches and hippopotamuses and tortoises and, of course, crocodiles. I was very naughty. I used to tease small animals. I told them scary stories about ghosts and witches. I dressed up as a monster to frighten them. Once I rose out of the river with long seaweed hair and they all ran away. Then I had a very wicked idea. I swapped the ostrich's eggs with crocodile's eggs. When they hatched out, their parents were furious. The crocodile's babies had feathers and beaks. The ostrich's babies had scaly skins and wanted to swim in the river. I was in terrible trouble. I was called before the crocodile of seven wise crocodiles. Sorry, the council of seven wise crocodiles, and everyone complained about me. The eldest of the wise crocodiles told me what they had decided to do. You have behaved very badly, he said. You have scared the small animals and upset their parents. This must stop. We are sending you away to the land of men. Many children there are afraid of the dark, perhaps, or of bad dreams. You must learn to comfort them and teach them there is nothing to fear. Will you try? I promised I would. To help you, we will give you two gifts. You'll be able to speak the language of men and make yourself tiny so as not to scare anyone. When you have visited 1,000 children, you can come back to the land of the crocodiles. The wise old crocodile gave me a drink which sent me to sleep. And when I woke up, I was in a little boy's room. In fact, I was lying in his bed. We had great fun playing cowboys and Indians together. You, Peggy, are the 776th child I visited. One day, Henry stops, for Peggy is asleep. Gently he tucks her in, turns out the light, and leaves the room. Hello, Peggy, says Mum the next morning. She opens the curtains, letting in the bright sunshine. Look, says Dad, laughing. There was a crocodile under your bed, Peggy. An egg box crocodile. Peggy just smiles. Perhaps you could get somebody at home to help you make an egg box crocodile and send me a picture. That would be awesome. Have a nice day.